After my stepkids insisted I had no authority in the home I fully financed, I packed their belongings and took them to their biological father's house. Here's the full story of what happened next. My stepkids claimed I had no authority in the home I financed. So, I gathered their belongings and took them to their biological father's house. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Reddit Visuals. I once thought dedication and hard work were sufficient to build a family. But allow me to share this truth. Certain individuals will accept your affection, your time, your resources, and still regard you as if you're invisible. I'm 42 years old, married to my wife Danielle for 8 years now. When we first met, she already had 2 children, Ethan, currently 17, and Lily, who's 15. Their birth father, well, let's describe him as an occasional parent when convenient for him. Random visits, broken commitments, birthday cards that showed up in March. And throughout these 8 years, I became the one who filled that gap, the one who remained present, the one who covered everything from field trips to orthodontics to the shelter above their heads. When Danielle and I purchased our home 5 years back, I covered the down payment. Each monthly mortgage payment originated from my checking account. Every utility bill, every maintenance job, every stick of furniture, all me. Yet I never emphasized it. I viewed those children as mine. Or so I believed I did. Circumstances began changing around 6 months back. Ethan found his first romantic interest, started displaying some arrogance. Lily, who previously called me dad naturally, became moody and withdrawn. I attributed it to adolescent changes. However, there were incidents, small remarks that hurt, like when Ethan left angrily because I requested he empty the garbage before visiting his friend's house. He grumbled, "You're not my actual father anyway. Why should I obey you?" Danielle witnessed this. She remained silent, simply continued browsing her phone. Then came Lily's turn. I discovered her in the family room one evening chatting with a friend through FaceTime. I overheard her comment, "James is so annoying. He behaves like he controls everything." That comment wounded me more than I'd like to acknowledge. I dismissed it, convinced myself I was overthinking things until the incident that transformed everything. It happened on a Saturday morning. The children were in the kitchen preparing their breakfast, playing loud music, having fun. I was in the garage repairing a dripping pipe when I listened in on them. Ethan was boasting about planning to host a party while Danielle and I traveled out of town the following month. Lily giggled and remarked, "So what? It's not even his property. He simply finances it." I became motionless. Ethan added, "Exactly. He pretends like he's in charge here. He's just mom's spouse. This is our home, too. He cannot dictate our actions." I felt something break within me. That moment made me understand they didn't view me as a father, not even as a stepfather. I was the funding source, the cash machine, the unseen person who supported their way of life, but didn't deserve acknowledgement. I spent the remainder of that day contemplating, truly contemplating, and I reached a conclusion. Sunday morning, I summoned Danielle, Ethan, and Lily to the family room. My tone was steady, perhaps too steady. "Let's discuss something," I announced. They exchanged glances like I was preparing to give them a chore lecture. I didn't elevate my voice. I didn't reprimand. I simply stated, "You're correct. This isn't my property. So, here's what's happening." Ethan chuckled. That adolescent condescending laugh that infuriates you. "What's your issue, man?" My issue? My issue was investing 8 years dedicating my heart and energy to individuals who viewed me as merely a source of income. I instructed them to gather their belongings. Danielle gazed at me like I'd sprouted another head. "James, what are you discussing? You and your children are going to stay with their actual father. Since I apparently lack authority in this house, let's observe how he manages it." Lily's complexion turned white. Ethan attempted to protest, but I raised my hand. "Don't bother. I'm finished being the villain in a narrative where I'm the sole person contributing positively." Danielle began weeping. "James, please. This is insane. The kids didn't intend it. They're simply teenagers." But I had moved beyond that stage. I informed them they had 3 days to pack. I even volunteered to assist them with moving their possessions. And when the moment arrived, I filled my truck with their containers and transported them to their dad's two-bedroom apartment across town. The expression on his face when he answered the door was priceless. He stuttered, what's happening here? I grinned. Your children. They preferred staying with their actual father. I'm simply facilitating that for them. Ethan and Lily stood there shocked. Reality struck forcefully. Their father lacked space, lacked prepared food, didn't even possess clean bedding for them. Danielle pleaded with me to reconsider, claimed we could resolve it. But I remained resolute. I require respect, Danielle. I need to feel included in this family. Until that occurs, this isn't a family residence. The aftermath was chaotic. Danielle relocated to her sister's residence, temporarily, with the children. The initial week brought silence. Then messages began arriving from Ethan, from Lily, from Danielle. Apologies, please. Ethan messaged, I didn't intend it. I was just acting foolishly. Can we return home? Lily texted, I'm sorry. I miss you. I didn't understand how much you contributed for us. Even Danielle confessed she'd allowed things to deteriorate too far, that she should have intervened, supported me. I explained to them it would require time. That respect isn't merely words. It's demonstrated. Weeks passed, and one evening someone knocked at the door. It was Ethan and Lily. No elaborate speeches, no justifications, simply, can we discuss? We gathered at the kitchen table for hours. They listened as I described how painful their comments had been, how much effort I'd invested. And for the first time in ages, I felt like they genuinely understood me. Danielle visited later. We conversed, too. Gradually, cautiously, we began to reconstruct. But here's the reality. I clarified. I won't tolerate disrespect in my own residence again. I'm not a bank account. I'm an individual who cares about them, who's present for them, but I refuse to be undervalued anymore. So, was I wrong for gathering my stepchildren's belongings and taking them to their biological father's house? Or did I act as anyone would have in my situation? What would you have chosen? Leave a comment. I genuinely want to know your opinions. And if this story resonated with you, please click that like button and subscribe to support the channel's growth. Your engagement means everything to us here at Reddit Visuals.